Yeah? Oh, this nonsense. Look, if I was a scientist, I could tell you why I look like someone melted me over the hob. But I can't. Now can I? And no, I don't know why we're immune. Again, that's a question I just can't answer. Try asking Dr. Webb. He'd know more than anyone else, but still not much. Yes, please, make it his problem.
One day, I'll take my family to see the surface. One day.
Yes? Tunnel cough? Why do you ask? Oh dear. I'm so sorry. You must be stricken with worry. I don't know much, but I'll tell you what I do know. Thamesfolk have a natural immunity to tunnel cough, as I'm sure you've heard. I suspect it must be caused by some genetic mutation that has altered our DNA to be immune to the virus. But there's no way to know how tunnel cough interacts with the immunity system of one of our own without performing a biopsy on a carrier. And since no one here actually gets sick and dies from it, well, I've had no cause to do so. Unfortunately, yes. My granddaughter, Marjorie. Harmless young thing. She went out scavenging for painting supplies and ended up near a tunnel cough zone. I had to go and get her out of there myself. Not sure what was more dangerous out there. The infected, or the so-called men who patrol those streets.
Tamshaven, you are my pride and joy.
Hey there. It's you. What are you doing here? Okay, we've got to check this out.
Oh, I feel horrible. I feel horrible.
Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?
Britain awake, awake for slumber.
You are the living embodiment of perfection, outsider. I say jump, and not only do you jump, you clear a chasm. Well done.
Who are you people?
It's getting feisty, sir.
I don't care what it wants. It won't be much longer anyway. Put her under the knife.
No can do. Muriel won't operate.
What do you mean the mute won't operate?
She thinks it's immoral, sir.
I don't care what she thinks. She should know it only matters what Eve thinks. You fix this. Is that so? I was going to have you blackmail my Oriole. But oh, this is so much better. Set your sights on this doctor instead. Good. I like you, outsider. Don't change that fact.
Oh, it's hurt. Hey, Metro. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
Watch where you're going.
Please, I need your help. Have you seen my granddaughter? I can't find her. Tell me, please.
Crazy balls off my head.
You took her? There were so many nightmares running through my head, but I never imagined she was... I'm too old to be brazen and foolish. Monstrous as you may be. If there's any chance at securing Marjorie's safety, I'll come with you.
I feel so horrible. I'm a monster. Holy
Looks like we've got a full house, sir.
And a stacked deck.
Please, this doesn't have to be difficult. Tell me what you need and I'll do it. Just please, let Marjorie go.
Ah, they actually talk.
We won't be discussing anything until Eve gets here.
If you'd clean the wax out of your ears, Victor, you'd do well to remember that Eve allowed me to spearhead this initiative. We'll proceed without her.
Do you ever stop running that fancy mouth of yours? You're not the leader of the fifth column. Eve is. We wait for her lead.
You won't have to
Like a
wait
swim
much
in
longer.
our Thames to make Rachel.
They found Rachel wandering up the street. We had a nice chat on the way here.
We don't need her.
Horatio, please.
Very well.
Ever resourceful, aren't you? Seems like you're the only one who gets things done around here while everyone else plays politics. However, I doubt Horatio has been very transparent with you.
No.
I have.
You have my permission to ask for clarification. Perhaps it will clear things up for our guests as well. It's a vested personal interest. Horatio and I are half-siblings on our father's side. His mother, quite unfortunately, succumbed to tunnel cough like so many other poor souls in London. I've often wondered if his exact motivation is fear of the tunnel cough itself, or if this is some sort of redemption for his mother's death.
It's a bit of both.
She's a sensitive soul. That's why she's tinkering while the rest of us are on the front lines, be it fighting or running supplies. But she's immensely useful. I would never look a gift horse in the mouth. Oh, I always know what's going on. Don't you worry. As you wish, then. Given that you've both come all this way, I'd hate to make the trip not worth your while. Dr. Webb, as you have seen, my dear brother here is not above taking drastic action when it comes to getting his way.
I figured.
But you came here to bring your granddaughter home, correct? Well, I'll give you a chance to do just that. How about a deal? Rachel and your precious Marjorie return to Thameshaven, while you help Muriel find a cure for this interminable disease.
Does he even have a choice?
Quiet, Thames folk.
No, Freddy. It's all right. Of course he has a choice. He can stay behind while you and the girl go free, or you can all stay while we negotiate a less conventional arrangement. Dr. Webb, my brother's ways are his own. No harm will befall Marjorie under my watch. But the people of London need your expertise. Are you willing to help us?
Yes, I am.
Then it's decided. Freddy, escort them back to Thameshaven.
You're free, girl. Go home.
Granddad!
I need you to stay strong, Marjorie. Go home. I'll be back with you in a matter of days.
Come on, fish folk. Let's get moving.
The surface world gets louder and louder each day.
Jesus, I didn't realize that.
They say blood's thicker than water. My brother certainly is thick, I'll give them that. Horatio considers himself a genius. If only it were so, he wouldn't be half as dangerous. Because I know Horatio better than anyone. When, or if, the time comes where he poses a threat, I will know. And he will be dealt with. For now, he's useful. He has connections inside and outside the fifth column. Some invaluable. He's also reliable. Like me, he can keep a tight ship. His branch runs smoother than any other, even if it is just administration. From now on, you'll take orders from me directly. It seems there are some who are willing to use you for their own purposes. While Freddy is dealing with those things, I think it's about time the defense branch underwent a performance review. You will conduct it. In particular, I want to be sure our counter-espionage efforts are up to scratch. This ship must remain airtight if it is to remain afloat. No leakages. A young intelligence officer, Zach Lloyd, is in charge of routing out moles. He has yet to find one. Assist him and figure out if his lack of results is a relief or a concern. I want a full report when you're done. Dismissed.
I'm knackered as fuck. We're being beasted with all these drills.
Yes? She did? Eve herself? How gracious of her. So, you're my assistant. I could certainly use the help. Not that I'm bad at my job, mind you. I'm just a desk jockey. Stickler for paperwork. Keen attention to detail. Strategist. All the field agents Freddy assigns me are useless. Eve sent you, which means you must be somewhat reliable. We're gonna do great things, you and I. I'll do the paperwork and most of the thinking, and you'll get your hands dirty. It's a partnership made in heaven. Despite all this paperwork, the situation is rather dull. I haven't been able to pursue any leads from this desk. I've trawled through every copy of every document ever written in this place. Yet I can't find a single shred of evidence that a mole exists, let alone their identity. But Eve insists. If Eve says there's a spy, there's a spy. So, we will continue the search. Instead of waiting for our mole to make a mistake, we've forced them out of hiding. Something I can only do with your help. I'll write up a memo that reveals the location in which classified defense branch documents are to be dropped. No such documents exist, of course, but our mole won't know that. I'll accidentally send the memo to every branch. You wait at the location to see who shows up. Just stay safe, okay? To the west. Downtown. Let me see. Hang on. Let me put the coordinates on that utility of yours. I'd hate to waste even a scrap of paper. Now don't dawdle. Get there before they do.
That badmin Lawrence is so stingy with supplies. Who does he think he is?